Hey guys, wanted to show you another quick little video of Miss Tilly when I pulled her out today. Was it good? So we're working on a little bit of impulse control with her, which is kind of a large part of some of the struggles that you're looking at with her when she, is nipping at the kids when they're running and barking at people and dogs when they walk by. Is there's not thinking when that happens. There's something happens, there's a stimulus, and there's a reaction from her. A stimulus, reaction. Okay, good girl. So there's not any sort of thinking like, oh, what should I do in this situation? There's not a lot of impulse control that's happening in her brain of, oh, I can handle that stimulus and do something, make a better choice. It's just reaction, reaction, reaction. And with dogs, their reactions, good. When they get to choose what their reactions are, oftentimes they're not the best because they're overexcited, with the chasing of the kids, or overstimulated, maybe a little bit anxious when she sees people walking by, a little bit of a genetic thing. Oh, heel, good girl, she saw a leaf fly by. And that was something too that I was going to talk about, is with her breed. Those border collies and those poodles are both very, very hyper aware dogs. They're bred to be working dogs. They're bred to make decisions on their own, and they're bred to have a lot of energy and be very, very intelligent. Sit, good girl. And so what we're doing is, with this training, is just harnessing that and helping her to make the correct choices, good girl, and also practicing the impulse control that goes along with making good decisions and keeping her nice and calm. Because when a dog is thinking and doing obedience, their adrenaline is lower, they're making better decisions, and they're not getting as overexcited, and that's not turning into worse decisions like jumping on people or barking or nipping the kids. And so if she's thinking and she's working, then she's making better choices, and she's a better overall, more calm dog and happier dog psychologically. Okay. And she, oh my gosh, I know, good girl. Now, that's not to say that she can't be excited. She can definitely have playtime, but she's very excited to be out and working. But what we're doing is just teaching her how to think a different way, and not just react, but think and pay attention to us and do what we want her to do, not what she wants to do, because she's not making the best decisions. Good girl. And you can see I'm doing a little bit of that impulse control just in the sitting. When I ask her to sit, it's a quick, Tilly, sit. Good girl, very nice. And even if I walk away from her, even if a leaf blows by, even if, sit, another dog walks by, sit, good. And we're just kind of barely getting into this. It's a hard thing for her to have that impulse control. I just want her to stay in one spot, and asking her to sit is how we're kind of starting that. So I'm kind of backing away from her, kind of moving my feet around, and that's hard for her at first. Okay, good girl, to understand that I want her to stay in one spot. So before we work on impulse control, we have to have focus. Heel, good. And so that's what we're doing with the healing, and you can tell she's really, really well focused now. When I make these turns and changes of direction, she's generally right here with me. Good girl, paying really good attention. Tilly, sit. So now that we have a little bit of that focus, we can start working on the impulse control with this sitting. And so what we're doing is, when I ask her to sit, I don't say stay or anything like that. It's an implied stay. So when she sits, it's implied that she stays there until I give her the release word, which is okay, when I'm looking at her. So when we make eye contact, okay, and I say okay, and I kind of give some body language, I kind of just back away from her. That means that it's okay for her to get up and move and break that sit and be a dog again until I give the next command. Tilly, heel. Good. So now that I've given her that heel command, good girl, I want to hold her accountable to that, and keep her right here on my left side. Heel always means you're on my left and you're walking with me and you're paying attention to me. If there's a distraction across the street or a distraction on the ground that she wants to sniff, I do a little change of direction. I give her a little correction on that e-collar. Come on, heel. Good. Just to reinforce, heel, that she's got to pay attention to me. Good. There we go. Good job, buddy. And just give a lot of positive reinforcement when she does come back to me and makes the right choice. Good. That's a very good. And this sit is what we're going to use, when people want to say hi to her, and we're going to build on it so that she can handle more and more distractions, like being able to do this when dogs are around, but just kind of getting her the foundation still right now, and teaching her that, hey, even if I walk away, even if I walk around you, even if the leash jiggles a little bit, or a leaf blows by, or there's someone across the street, there's no one across the street right now, she's just hanging out. Okay, good girl. But just teaching her, one, that I expect her to stay in that spot, and two, how to get out of it with that okay command. So anyway, that was a lot. Let me know if you've got any questions. She's super smart and she's doing really good. And she's having a ball. She's a good dog. She's super fun. You can see that tail's up and wagging. We're not changing her personality or anything. She's still going to be the same happy girl, but with some really good manners. So anyway, hope you're not missing this girl too much. She's doing super good, huh, Miss Till? Yeah, she's a good girl.